Hey everyone, welcome back to Hearthstone. Today I'm going to show off a new Witchwood priest deck. This is a Lady in White priest deck that I put together myself within the first few hours of Witchwood being out. So it is based entirely around Lady in White. I know there's been a lot of really good like spiteful priest decks using Lady in White, and I will show those off in other videos. But this one was super early into the expansion, and I'm still kind of fond of the deck. So it is based completely around her. And I did get a gold Lady in White, so I obviously needed to make a deck with her. So we got the Northshire Clerics. They're great early game, or they become 3/3s after you play Lady in White. If you don't know, she just changes all the minions in your deck to have their health also equals their attack. So Northshire Cleric would be a 3/3. This is good for draw. We've got the 2 Shadow Words. Lone Champion's kind of a fun one. He's just good kind of any time. Later on, he can become a 4/4 with Taunt and Divine Shields, pretty good. Stonehill Defender, you get some fun taunts, usually. And he also becomes a 4/4. Tar Creeper becomes a 7/5 later on, which is pretty good. Mogashan obviously becomes a 7/7 for 4. Torlun Shellraiser. We've just got loads of cards with very small attack and high health, but without having to actually run Inner Fire ourselves. Holy Nova for some board clear. I put 1 Holy Water in there, just because it was a new card and I wanted to try it out really. 1 Quartz Elemental. You could probably get rid of that Holy Water and put Quartz Elemental instead, because he's really good. And he becomes an 8/8. Nightscale Matriarch becomes a 9/9, and it's just a fantastic card anyway. You can fill your board with those 3/3s. Primordial Drake, again, becomes an 8/8. Obsidian Statue becomes an 8/8. And Asera becomes a 12/12. So, it's not very competitive. Bear in mind, when I was playing this deck, I'd just been playing Wild for about 2 or 3 months. So this was me switching back to Standard after like 2 or 3 months of never playing it. So I am back in dumpster ranks. But it's been an absolute blast playing really low rank Standard. Haven't played a single Q block, knock on wood. It's been a lot of fun, and that's what I've been looking for in Hearthstone recently. So let's take a look at the game. Alright, we've got a Warlock for our first game. You can see we're both ranked 25. Bear in mind, remember, you know, haven't been playing Standard for about 3 months. Just trying to have fun. So obviously, with this deck in particular, you want to mulligan extremely hard for Lady in White. Because you really want, you know, you don't want to be stuck with your Mogashans in hand instead of in your deck. You want those to become 7/7s instead of 0/7s, or 1/7s, I guess. So it looks like this is just an aggro zoo deck. Luckily we can start playing things like this Lone Champion here. Funny, I only saw this kind of zoo deck at rank 25, not after that, for some reason. Yeah, very, very aggressive zoo deck. But luckily, we've got the perfect deck. I don't know. We have a lot of taunts, luckily. I'm not sure if Tar Creeper is a better play there. There would have been 3 attacks, so it could have killed the Flappy Bird. But now it wouldn't have anyway, so it was all good. It was the right play. Now I think we can just play Tar Creeper. Because we don't want old Flappy Boy going right for the face. Otherwise we'd probably have played Quartz Elemental on curve. Really hoping to get that Lady in White. And this deck is kind of useless if you don't draw Lady in White. Like the Spiteful Priest version, you'll survive if you don't play Lady in White. This one is just based entirely around her. So it's just not going to work if you don't draw her. Witchwood Grizzly, and we're playing against an aggro deck, the perfect card. He could probably dump his hand here, and we'll get a nice 3/12 with taunt. Never mind, he's still drawing. At least Flappy Bird didn't go to the face. And we've got like Holy Nova to kill things. We've also got the Grizzly to play. He is actually going to be a 3/10. There's Lady in White, but we can't afford to play her. This turn at least. Maybe we do it next turn. I think Lady in White's a pretty cool card. I'm glad I opened her and didn't have to craft her. If you watched my pack opening, I said I was gonna craft Tess Greymane like day one. Still haven't crafted her because I've been having so much fun with Spiteful Lady in White deck and Odd Taunt Druid. That's a pretty flooded board, but he's not even going to attack.
What was lost can be found again.
Maybe Drake would have been a better play there. It probably would have been, but I was very anxious to get Lady in White out. I think this was one of my first like really good games with her. So I was obviously just trying to play her. And look at that, both Morgashans are still in deck. So they will be 7/7s with no overload. Amazing. That's a pretty terrifying board. But Obsidian Statue's a good play there. Can do some healing up. Actually, we're probably only going to heal up for one. Like, for one set of heals. Because that 7/4 isn't going to be damaged. And I think we'll get rid of the 5/5 here. That's still a pretty terrifying board. Is it timed Primordial Drake? Or do you do Holy Nova and Holy Water? I don't think Holy Water's great in this deck. Well, yeah, I'd probably switch it out for just another Quartz Elemental, probably. Or maybe those 0/9 with things with Taunt. You probably need those in this deck, it's somewhere. Could probably get rid of Stonehill Defender for those, or maybe Lone Champion. Okay, we're stabilizing pretty well now. After a pretty aggressive start from this guy. Luckily, Leroy was discarded by Doomguard. Jeez. And at this point, I think we're pretty safe, you know?
I don't need any awaken
Safe enough for him to concede. That was a pretty fast game. Obviously, he was playing pretty fast. Look at that! Yes! Rank 25 and 2 stars. Fantastic. That was a pretty fast game, so let's take a look at another one. You can actually see him still doing the Lunara quest at this point. Very early. Let's take a look at another game. Alright, we've got a Shaman for the next game. Amazingly, we're starting with Lady in White in hand. Yeah, definitely keep Shadow Word Pain there. I think I didn't even notice Lady in White, so I was just going to mulligan everything away. But this deck, hard mulligan for Lady in White. So we're playing a Shaman. So there is one of two things it will probably be. I don't think I've played a single Evolved Shaman since Witchwood's come out. No, because Evolved's gone, isn't it? Ha! I'm still struggling to adapt to like which things are gone. Like I was playing Big Priest earlier, and I was like, oh great, here comes Barnes on turn 4. And I was like, wait, Barnes is gone. Isharge is gone. Weird. So anyway, it's going to be one of two Shaman decks. It's either going to be straight Elemental or it's going to be Shudderwalk. And at this point, bear in mind this game was played on release day. I don't think I'd been on Reddit at this point. I hadn't seen anything about this Shudderwalk thing. So I think this deck does end up being Shudderwalk. And it was the first time I'd ever seen Shudderwalk. And I remember when it happened, I just sat there with my mouth open, staring at the screen, because I couldn't believe what was happening. And I was like, wow, this deck's amazing! And then I realized like how horrible it really was. So I was like, wow, look at all these new cards! Sandbinder? What's this? Oh, an elemental. Oh, he's just a friendly elemental shaman.
What was lost
Nothing untoward going on here,
again. Shells.
as he's already played his Serenite Chain Gang. If you don't know the Shudderwock combo, and I'm pretty sure you will, this deck, or this video showed off pretty well. It's a 1-turn kill. I think it has to be 2-turn kill usually. Based around having the battle cries of Serenite Chain Gang, Grumble, World Shaker, and Life Drinker. Man, he's just really dumping his hand there. So what are we gonna do? Are we going to... We could Shadow Word Pain the Doomsayer? Or we could just like pass the turn to let everything die? It's actually quite a hard decision to make. So we are actually going to kill off the Doomsayer, kill off most of his board. That's actually not a very threatening board from him right now. He's still drawing, unfortunately. We can deal with that this turn. So we've still got... I can't remember if that Mogashen in hand was drawn after Lady in White. I don't think so. We've still got one in the deck, that'll be a 7/7. Still got all the big cards in there. Primordial Drake, Obscene Statue, Sarah. Sarah being a 12/12 is pretty decent. He's thinking of what cards he needs to play here. Well, Shudderwock costs 9, so you can't play that. I think Grumble's 8. Maybe it's 7. Volcano. Fantastic. I'm still on the fence about whether I want to craft that Shaman deck, because I don't have Shudderwock, don't have Grumble, I don't think I have any Sandbinders. So it's a pretty expensive deck to want to craft. And it is probably going to be nerfed. So we could let these things die, or we could just Holy Nova. Yeah, Holy Nova. Trying to decide which one to Powered Shield. Beautiful little 4/4 Stonehill Defender. Lovely. Farming Elemental. Serenite Chain Gang. And lots of draw in this deck. I think some of them choose to run Healing Rain and some of them don't. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. Nightscale Matriarch. Paying dividends. It's a great... That is a great card. I think I opened it in the card packs. I was like, it seems okay. And now it's in every priest deck I've made so far. It's pretty okay. He's got to be playing Grumble soon, right? Maybe. There's Grumble. Grumble is 6. A 6-drop. Got Serenite back, I guess. Vermil Elemental for double Serenites. Oh boy. I was so innocent back then, I had no idea what he was playing at right now. I think we'll just keep playing, we'll probably heal and play Lich King. There we go, get another little 3/3 on the board. And Lich King, hell yeah. So he still needs to play Life Drinker for the OTK combo to work. I guess we'll see if it's OTK or if it's 2-turn kill in this one. Hex made a comeback in this deck amazingly. Oh, I guess like thing from below's gone as well. No, there's Life Drinker. Which means he is free to play Shudderwalk. Whenever now. And look at how quickly he cycles through his cards. Like, I've still got 13. And he's down to 9 already. It's a pretty strong deck. Maybe I'll craft it. Like, I've still got 7,000 dust. But that would be all the dust, pretty much. Well, no. It'd be about just over half of it, I guess, to craft that deck. Witchwood Grizzly, it's always a good pick. I think Grizzly should probably go in this deck as well. I don't think I'm going to update the deck, though. Oh, so that should be Shudderwalk, probably. Because this way it triggers it twice. So that didn't actually send a copy of it back. But he did play, like it's going to trigger the Battlecry twice, so that means Grumble's Battlecry is still going to come up again. So that's going to send all the extra ones back to his hand at the end here. So this is the start of the second set of Battlecries, I believe. It's kind of hard to keep track. So maybe it isn't like a one-turn kill, because this turn is all the setup to get all the extra Shudderwalks in hand. And then next turn, he plays, you know, like however many he needs to play, like 5 or something in one turn. I mean, he might not even need to. He could just throw them all into my face. At this point, I was just still sitting there, just like, mouth open, like, what the fuck am I watching here? So I was like, okay, I can probably stabilize, right? He trades 2 of them, and now I can't stabilize. Now I just lose. He didn't even have to do the full combo on me. But obviously he wanted to do the full combo. I was like, ha, you missed lethal, you fucking noob. Oh, never mind. So this one's he's just looking for the Life Drinker Battlecry. And now he's playing them all from his hand in the future as everything like goes back / gets destroyed. There's the Life Drinker. PTSD from that saying or whatever it is. It's such a fun idea for a card, but it's so broken right now. I don't know what they need to do to fix it. Maybe it'll even be fixed by the time this video goes out. It won't be. Blizzard don't fix things very quickly. Alright, yeah, this is still going on. My god. I left it in here because, like, it was day 1, and I was like, wow, this is a fun combo. I should leave this in a video. People aren't going to see this very much. And now it's all over everywhere. But it's still, you know, it's still kind of fun. I got to play Lady in White early. But that was my Lady in White deck. It's not very good, I don't think. I think you're just better off playing the Spiteful Lady in White Priest deck. There'll be videos on that coming up soon. Thank you guys very much for watching this. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And I'll see you guys later. Bye!
My claws that catch.